Hi guys, and welcome back to the SN Studio. Today we have a special battle report today. The new Black Templars are here. Versus the Blood Angels. Now, both close combat orientated armies, so we do want to come in for a big bash in the middle of the battlefield and hope that happens, because I think people, as soon as they see the icon, I think they're pressing that.
This is going to be,
know it's going to get bloody.
It's going to be a bloodbath.
Yeah.
Like, there is everything here wants to get stuck in, apart from like a few shooting units, but even they want to get stuck in. So this is going to be fun.
Yeah, we hope for a good battle.
Like, Pardo said to me, he goes, "Oh, like you want to come in to showcase the new Black Templars?" I said, "Yeah, what am I playing against?" And he said, "Blood Angels." My eyes just like shone. I was like, "Perfect."
Yeah, I know they're both Imperium, but I think they can't control the red rage that well.
And I'm just angry.
Yeah, exactly. So both angry armies just clashing against each other. Anyway, big quick mention to Games Workshop. Thank you very much for sending the supplements, obviously for free, for us to review, and we just can't get enough of it. We've just had it for a couple of hours, really, and we're already really enjoying the supplement. Obviously, it's got some negatives to it, which we will sit down after this battle report and do a review about it, which will probably maybe come out before this battle report. So if you haven't watched that and you're watching this, go and watch that before this, because I think there's a lot to talk about there. Anyway, we are playing today Overrun. We were going to play Surround and Destroy, but we've changed it to Overrun, and we're playing on this epic battlefield. So Mars planets, Mars look-alike planets, with some industrial terrain, mechanical industrial terrain, and really cool rock formations, as you can see now on screen. And with that said, we're going to go straight onto lists. We're going to start with the Blood Angels for today, and then go on to the new boys. So, for today, we are playing 2,000 points. My list is 1,989 points.
Ooh, okay.
Because I just didn't have any further upgrades to give anything, and we like to play WYSIWYG here. Anyway, so let's go on to the army list for today. I've got 2 patrols, and this list I'm not happy about. I was happy with it months ago, and now it's completely changed, and my good friend Barry is painting up some new reinforcements for me, so the list will change drastically in the sense that I'm going for a bit more shooting, which is needed.
Okay.
But yeah, this is what I've got for today, so let's see how it goes. Anyway, going on to the HQs, we have a Sanguinary Priest upgraded to Chief Apothecary. He's got a relic, which is the Teeth of Terror, and he's got a Warlord trait, which is Selfless Heal. So basically, everybody knows.
Everyone knows what this does. Yeah.
Bring one back to life, heal 2 per turn. On the other side, we've got the Warlord for today. We've got a Chapter Master. His name is Chapter Master. What was it again? Anfarius Erab. That's it.
There we go.
Named after Barry, the painter. Now, he's got a lot of upgrades. He's got a Thunder Hammer. He's got a jetpack, which the Sanguinary Priest also has. And he's got an Infernal Pistol. For his 2 Warlord traits, he's got Rites of War, which basically anybody within 6 inches has objectives secured. He's also got the Blood Angel one, which makes one of his weapons master crafted.
Okay.
So his Thunder Hammer is basically damage 4 now.
That's nasty.
Which is nasty. And then he's got the Relic, which is for the Chapter Master. And I'm going to quickly check what the name of this is, because I always forget what the name is. It's called Angel Artifice. And for those of you who are interested, it's Artisan of War, which is the Warlord trait for the Blood Angel body. So yeah, talk a bit about Angel Artifice. What this does is he brings him up to 6 wounds, toughness 5, and has a 2-up armor save.
He's beefy.
So he's beefy, exactly. Moving on to the troop choices. So mixing everything up in the 2 patrols, we've got 2 units of heavy intercessors with the rapid fire guns. A couple of upgrades on them. They've got heavy bolters, 1 heavy bolter in each. We move on to elite slots. We've got 2 units of Blade Guard. For me, personally, they are probably the best units to run with Blood Angels at the moment.
They might just be one of the best Space Marine units in general.
Probably, yeah. Really well pointed out, and they do pack a punch, and they are survivable as well, which is what they want. So 2 units of 5 there. Then in the middle here, we've got the Death Company. Now, I really don't like them, but sadly, it's the only thing I have painted at the moment to make 2,000 points, so I do have to put some in. There's a lot of negatives when I've been playing them. Basically, the leadership is low, they can't fall back, To go up the field, if I get turn 1, you need to pay 2 CP if they're more than 5. They just don't hit hard enough.
It's what we said. They hit or miss, and if they miss, they really miss.
They really miss. They don't have an invulnerable either, so yeah, you're paying 37 points for a Death Company with a Thunderhammer, whilst you're paying 35 points for a Blade Guard with an invulnerable save, a damage to weapon.
Just better.
It's just much better. So anyway, for today, enough crying for today. Fingers crossed they perform. I've got a unit of 6, 2 with Thunderhammers, 3 with Chainswords and Ball Pistol, and 1 with a Power Fist and Infernal Pistol. Moving behind them, we've got the heavy supports. We've got a unit of 4 Eradicators with the heavy version from them, so they're always damage 2, extra damage 2, unless they're in half range, which becomes damage 4. It's pretty good. Apart from that, I've got a further upgrade on them, which is a multi-melter, so 4 shots when they're firing into the same unit, which is great. And lastly, back into the elite slots, we've got a unit of 10 Vanguard veterans, which will be probably combat squadron. This is why they are 10. We've got 8 with Storm Shields and Power Fists. We've got 1 with a Storm Shield and a Power Axe, just because normally he acts as a Sergeant with a Relic Blade, but I did want the 10. And then lastly, the Sergeant has Quake Bolts upgrade on his pistol, and he's got a Thunderhammer. And not missing these out, we've got dedicated transports in the back, upgraded to have the Icarus rocket pods and the heavy stabber on them. And with that said, that concludes my list. Let's go on to the new boys for today, the Black Templars. I know William's excited, but if I'm excited, this guy's really excited. So
basically, Pardo got the book, and he called me over. He's like, "Listen, you got to go pick this up from the postal service." And it took me 10 minutes to go grab it.
Exactly. He had it straight away. It was funny.
You know, upon just opening the book and having a good look at like some of the things that it's got in it, this army has a lot of potential.
Yes, exactly.
So we'll start off. We'll obviously make our way through and do the characters and we'll do the troops and so forth.
Battalion to start.
It's a battalion to start off with.
Okay.
We'll start off with a vow.
Okay.
So I've gone for,
which is important.
Yeah, this is pretty important. It's I've gone for uphold the honor of the emperor.
Okay.
So this is an army-wide 5+ invuln and a mini transhuman on 2s.
Yes.
Which is
1s and
awesome.
2s.
1s and 2s can't wound you. Yeah.
Army-wide as well.
You know, that is the upside. The downside is that we don't benefit from cover. So that means light cover, dense cover, heavy cover. We don't benefit from any of that.
Yeah.
We've been talking about it, and we do think that you still, if you're like firing at a Black Templars unit through dense, for example, there is a -1, mainly because that's an inbuilt terrain feature as opposed to.
Yeah, we're playing like that. It has to be. It's a negative. It would be a positive if that was the case.
Otherwise, I mean, by that logic, I wouldn't get obscuring either, because obscuring is a terrain feature as well.
Yeah. So we're playing like that for today.
This list has a bunch of upgrades and a bunch of CP spent beforehand.
Yes.
Just to do cool new stuff, because we all want to see cool new stuff. So we'll start off with the Chaplain on bike.
Okay.
So this Primaris Chaplain on bike. He unfortunately is no longer going to be a Master of Sanctity, as you'll find out why in a little bit. So this guy is decked out with a couple of cool things. I've given him the Canticle of Hate. So that gives him the +2 inch charge aura.
Okay.
And it also gives you your +3 pylon, which has always been a good one for Black Templars. And it's especially good now because we're not as quick as we used to be.
Yeah, exactly.
So we've got that on him. He's got 2 Warlord traits as well. The first one is he's got Rites of War to give all units within 6 inches OPSEC.
Yeah.
Pretty good. I mean, I've got Dreadnoughts as well. I've got other things that don't have it. So it's always good to have that.
Definitely.
Secondly, I spent 1 CP for Heir of Sigismund to take a Black Templar specific one.
Okay.
And this one is, I think it's Master of Arms. I don't want to check my phone, but I'm going to have a quick look at it. It's Master of Arms, yeah.
Okay.
So this gives him fight first in combat and +1 attack. This makes him, he's not super killy, but it gives him a little bit more of a punch.
Yeah.
And he can zoom around the battlefield and get to places and hit with those extra attacks. And he is tough.
Yeah.
Right? Following on from that, we've got the Chief Apothecary.
Okay.
Everyone knows what this guy does. I mean, I'd be...
Selfless healer as well, right?
All that stuff. He's got the Crusader's Helm.
Okay.
Which has just been like directly upgraded from the last one. Now
it's better. It was good already. It's better now.
It increased all your auras by 3 inches, and instead of putting a unit in within 6 into the Assault Doctrine, it's now a unit within 9.
Which is great.
It's really great, and it just reflects.
It's good because he moves to 6. Things that move 12, like Vanguard veterans or bikes, move 12, and you'll still be in range to put them into Assault Doctrine.
It's really powerful, and I like it. So obviously he's running with all that basic stuff that everyone knows and likes.
Yeah.
Next up, we're going into the Emperor's Champion.
Oh, new model as well. Painted up really quickly.
Pardo literally, like I said, he gave me the box and he's like, just do something with it, please. And
a day,
yeah, literally. Like it was hours. I basically spent a day painting this thing straight. I think it looks pretty cool. The model is amazing. I think he's a direct upgrade to what he was before.
Definitely.
Definitely worth the 20 points more than he is. Pardo only has 2 characters in the list, but if he touches them, I'm pretty sure he's going to rinse through them.
Reroll to hit, reroll to wound with the damage 3 weapon as well. Strength 10.
Strength 8.
Strength 8
I wish it was Strength 10.
There's 2 profiles in it, but Strength 8 is basically wounding on 2s.
Yeah, it's still very powerful.
Marines,
So we got that.
Okay.
And then we are going into Grimaldus.
Okay.
So Grimaldus has had a bit of a facelift.
Yes.
As you notice, I'm not using the new official Grimaldus model, but Pardo likes this one a lot, and he thinks it passes off.
Yeah,
as
it does.
Primaris
It's
Grimaldus.
so
the only difference is that the Cenobite servitors are on 25 mils as opposed to 28 mils, but I can't really remedy that right now.
Yeah. We'll have those painted up. Yeah.
But he's still pretty good. He's 140 points for the unit in general.
Yeah.
He has.
So the unit brings all
the Cenobite servitors.
4 models. Yeah.
And basically, just to have a quick rundown. I'm pretty sure the banner makes your units advance D3 plus 3 instead of D6.
Yeah.
The Aquila is the pillar is the one that gives you a 6+ feel no pain to all core, including dreadnoughts in this case.
Yeah, within 6 inches.
Within 6 inches. And finally, this one here is the one that gives you the litanies can be recited on 2s instead of 3s, which is really good.
Yeah.
He's got the Litany of Divine Protection, so 5+ feel no pain, same as it was in the last in the index.
Yeah.
And he's got Fires of Devotion, which is +1 to attack when you charge, get charged, or heroically intervene.
Which is great.
Which is just better than it was before.
Yeah.
So that's great. Those are the characters in the list, and I think they serve a really good purpose in this. We're going to the troops next. We've got 2 units of stock assault intercessors. Now, as you can see, chainsaw bolt pistols, they're just there to grab objectives, and they have a good amount of attacks. Let's still
if something gets close, they can go into
exactly. And finally, we have a unit of 5 incursors. I know this one is modelled here with the
mine.
With a mine, but he doesn't actually have the mine. It just looks cool as well. But yeah, just a unit of stock 5 incursors.
Okay.
Moving on to the elites now, right? And this is where I spend all my points every single game. We have a 10-man unit of Vanguard vets. They are split into 2 5s because this is what they're going to be running as, and I always run them like this.
It's cool because we've got a lot of the same models.
Yeah,
the unit of 5. We've got the Chief Apothecary as well.
We have 2 really small elite lists, and it's going to be a bloodbath for that reason. Because the second one of us loses stuff, the game pretty much ends.
Yeah.
But we've got 1 unit of 5 with Thunder Hammers and Storm Shields.
Okay.
1 unit of 5 with Lightning Claws and Storm Shields. They're just good. You know, they receive the buffs and they do a lot with the buffs as well.
Yeah.
So they are very, very good units to basically have those on. Following on to that, we have 5 Assault Terminators with Thunder Hammers and Storm Shields. The Hammers of Dawn. I still love these. I still want to get more painted up so I can run big blocks of them and give them feel no pains.
We will be talking about in the army book review about Crusader Land Raiders.
Yeah,
they're much better now. They've got a couple of tricks. You'll probably see Terminators coming out of them.
Yeah.
But we'll talk about it when you finish this, or if you want to pause this and go and check that out. We'll talk about that.
So we've got these 5, and then we've got a unit of 4 Blade Guard veterans. Now this is where the shenanigans start.
Yes.
And
don't finish.
And they don't finish, right? So the first thing that I've done is I spent 1 CP before the game to give the Sergeant Champion of the Feast, which gives him +1 weapon skill, +1 attack, and +1 wound.
Yeah.
Now that wound is really important because that pushes them to 4 wounds, and that's insane.
It is.
Then I've spec'd into the Relic Bearers, which are the individual upgrades, relics that you can give different Black Templar units in your army. So he's got the Crux Obsidian. This makes him -1 damage. I'm laughing because it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
It makes him into a mini character dreadnought, essentially.
Yes.
He's got 4 wounds, -1 damage. You can transhuman him. He's 2+4+.
He's the guy that's going to get all the first shots.
Yeah. You put
survive
the wounds on him,
and
then if he dies, you res him with the Apothecary and
back to normal. All his relic, all his buffs are still there.
It's crazy.
It's crazy. You also gave...
so
just remember that the -1 you've given the relic to...
So the other relic I've also gone for is the Holy Orb, which is a 15-point relic as well.
Yeah.
And that basically is a shooting attack, which doesn't have a profile or state anything, so you can basically use it in melee, you can use it after you advance. Yeah. On a 2+, it does D3 mortal wounds, and the unit that you target with it fights last, which is so good.
Yeah.
It's a 15-point fight last upgrade. I'll take that every day.
Exactly.
We've got, rounding off the elites, we've got 2 Macroplasma Redemptors, which are very, very good components of this list. And they love the 5+ invulnerable save, sorry.
No need to tax for Librarian to give Psychic Fortress. They just come stock with a 5+. It's just
they don't
amazing.
They don't benefit from cover.
I am sure we'll have 3 in William's list very, very soon.
The 3rd one's coming soon.
Yeah.
But we've got these 2. I love them. They've got the full loadout. So the Onslaught Gatling, they've got the Icarus, obviously the Plasma and Storm Bolters. Yeah, what's not to love about them?
Exactly.
They're good in every single list.
Yeah.
And rounding off the list, we have 3 Eradicators.
Yeah.
And that's it, the stock Eradicators.
Yeah, never leave home without Eradicators. You're a Space Marine player. They're just too good for that.
This list comes
now,
up...
one thing you're forgetting, aren't you? Did you mention about the relic to put your damage to 1?
Yeah, that was a Crux Obsidian.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Yes, of course.
Another
sorry.
to
there are just so many upgrades in this, and like I said, like I've made this list in a bit of a rush.
Actually, we spoke about this a lot off camera.
The first relic that I gave the Chaplain was Tännhauser's Bones.
Yeah.
This reduces all damage to 1.
To 1.
Not by 1.
No.
To 1.
So a Titan hits you with a damage 20.
Doesn't matter.
Down to 1.
Mortarion hits you with every single attack that are D3 plus. No, they're all just 1.
Yeah.
They're 1. They're not D3 plus anything.
So good.
They're really good. It makes him really tough.
Yeah.
And that rounds up my list. I think it's 1995 points. I might be wrong.
You're winning already.
I'm winning already, yeah.
Perfect. So that's the list. Let's quickly go on to our secondaries for today. So I'm going to go for Engage All Fronts. I'm going to go for Oath of Moment. And I'm going to go for Retrieve of Terrorist Data, the new Deploy Scramblers. What are you going to go for?
So I'm going for Stranglehold.
Okay.
I'm going for Grind Them Down.
Interesting.
And I'm also going for Retrieve of Terrorist Data.
Okay.
We have 2 really elite armies, so I think I should be able to edge out for Grind Them Down.
Okay. I'm going to use, it's the first time I'm actually using Octaris Data with the Blood Angels, but I'm going to try it out because I've got some sneaky stuff I normally do, and I think it'll work well with them. Hopefully we'll see it in the battle report. Anyway, that's the list. You've seen the battle reports. Let's go on to battle. Coming up next.
Hatred is the blood that courses through our veins. For we are his holy-handed retribution. There is a fire burning in our hearts that shall never be extinguished. For our crusade shall reach every corner of the galaxy. The enemies of mankind shall never know peace. For they will feel our wrath eternal. Our fleets shall scour the void of space, for only his domain shall be allowed to exist. Our honor-bound oaths shall end only in death, for then we have done our duty. By purifying flame, altar, and sword, they shall fear our name, for we are the Black Templars, and by the almighty God Emperor, we bring you death incarnate.
And here we go! Both armies now fully deployed and ready for war. New Black Templar supplement up in there like Lion King. And yeah, we are playing Overrun mission. William's very excited to try out all his new toys in there.
I love the artwork.
Oh, it's the best thing ever. It's the best thing ever.
And it smells like a new book, which is the best.
Yeah, always smell a new book. So, Black Templars versus Blood Angels. Really close combat orientated armies. So, you're here to dash it out in the middle of the battlefield. That's the deal.
Oh, wait, that's the best part about this.
There are 6 objectives on the table, equally on either side. We are playing Dawn of War as well for 12-inch, 10-inch deployments now with the border edges. So, just quickly show you where all the objectives are, like so. And then the first roll-off was won by William.
Yep.
You chose to deploy on this side, and I started deploying first. Sorry, and you started to deploy first. And yeah, shall we go with your deployment first?
Yeah, sure. We can start from over here on your right.
Yep.
So, hiding over there, we've got a couple of Assault Intercessors.
Okay.
Just waiting to pop onto the objective when they need to.
Yep.
Got some Thunderhammer Van Vets.
Okay, just there.
And then we've got some Lightning Claw Vanvets before. Now, these were one squad.
Yeah,
they were
combat
together,
squad.
Combat squad of them.
Same as my side, but we'll go over that now.
And I'll go over the Relic Bearers and stuff as the game goes on.
Yes.
As well. But so that was a squad, that combat squadded there.
Yeah.
We have the first of 2 Redemptor Dreadnoughts that are over there.
Mm-hmm.
And then over to his left, we have a Chaplain on bike. It's not a Master of Sanctity anymore, because
Grimaldus has the keyword, so you can't have 2.
Which is unfortunate, and as you obviously saw in the intro, I'm running my converted Grimaldus.
Yes.
It looks pretty similar to like
it actually
Grimaldus,
does,
so
we do say it's...
Pardo was alright with me using that.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then I'm using the Orc Cenobite Servitors just to represent those.
Yes.
Right
they come in as a group now, so...
Yeah, they all come together now in a squad.
Mm-hmm.
Right in front of that, though, we have a unit of 4 Blade Guard, again with some extra little things put on them, which we'll explain as the game goes on. We've got a unit of 5 Assault Terminators with Thunderhammers, a Chief Apothecary, and the new
Emperor's Champion.
Yes.
Okay, then we've got another Redemptor
Dreadnought there.
Okay.
We've got a unit of 3 Eradicators.
Yep.
A unit of 5 Assault Intercessors yet again.
Yep.
And then over here, forward deployed just a little bit, we've got a unit of 5 Incursors.
Perfect. And is that everything on the table?
That is everything.
Nothing on reserve, right?
Nothing on reserve. We are angry and we're running towards you. That's all we care about.
Perfect. Okay, so let's quickly go for the Blood Angel side. I'm actually going to start with these guys, which are off the table. So I have paid 2 CP to keep them in tactical reserve, which I actually have to take it off from here. I need to double check if it's 2 CP or 1, but to make sure I'll drop it down to 4 and then check on. So we've got one of the Impulsors with 5 Blade Guard inside. We've got the first of 2 units of Heavy Intercessors. 2 units of Vanguards, which again, combat squadded, they started as 10. I've put the Power Axe on one side, and obviously the Sergeant on the other side with the other Power Fists. The 2 HQs, we've got Chapter Master and Farius Irab, and the Chief Apothecary by his side. Both the jump packs, obviously, to support the Vanguard veterans as they go up. We've got a unit of 6 Death Company, just do what they do, ready to run up and smash face. And then the second of the Heavy Intercessors there. And lastly, on the other side, a mirrored image from the right-hand side, we've got another Impulsor with a unit of Blade Guard inside. And that is my army. The only thing in reserve, as I said, are these Eradicators. The rest are all on the board. And yeah, with that said, we're going to go over terrain quickly. Because even though these rock formations are not ruins, we are acting as them as basically dense terrain and obscuring. So everything, we use the whole outline of the rock formation just so it's easier for us to play with. And then the rest, all these Games Workshop pieces of terrain, we are using as they specifically have it in the rulebook. So basically dense terrain to -1 when shooting through it, and light cover on them as well.
Of course.
So perfect. Yeah, that is it. We're all ready now to go through the all-important roll-off. I think we both want to go second, maybe.
I mean, going second as a melee army always means the enemy closes the gap with you, and we're both relatively fast. You're a lot faster than I am.
Yes.
So I want you to go first.
Yes, I want you to go first. So
well, I want you to go first.
We both want to roll low then. Okay, so I'll let William roll first as the visitor. That's a 1.
I can't get lower than a 1.
That's perfect. And then on my side, it's a 3 with the rainbow dice, which are available in the store now again, fully stocked in all colours. smbarrybox.com. Go and visit the store and get your dice. And with that said, let's go on to turn 1 Blood Angels coming up next. Here we are, turn 1 finished, movement at least, for the Blood Angels. I've gone very, very aggressive, yeah. I don't know if it's a good thing, but we'll see later on. We'll see how in the next turn if it's a really good thing.
Pardo's just trying to prove that he's angrier than me. That's what it is.
Yes.
So we'll see who's the
angry. The red thirst is real. Okay, so let's go through movement. Basically, what I've done, I'm going to start from this side and make my way to the other side. So the Impulsors moved up and then disembarked these guys. Obviously, I can't charge with them, but I think that the only thing that can shoot at them next turn is the Dreadnoughts, and this is why I'll explain later on. I've put some other units for William to actually have a little bit of a headache to who to shoot. But they are out of the Eradicators at the moment, and even if they do their normal move, they're still out. We'll see in his turn if he can advance and still see them, but up to now we don't know actually if they can be seen or not. But at least I do have Engage All Fronts for all 4 quarters in my turn 1.
You do actually.
And then I tried to advance with these intercessors onto this objective, but sadly I got a 1, which is a 2 for Blood Angels, but still not enough. Onto these guys, both of them advanced quite heavily. Chapter Master Valrak got a 600 advance, so 12 plus 6 plus a 1 for Blood Angels.
Chapter Master Valrak.
Oh, no, Valrak.
Don't cut.
Yeah, it's the Legends event I have in my head all the time. Yeah, Chapter Master Amperius, he's moved on to that objective with a really good advance roll, and then the rest have just moved up. As these guys didn't make the advance onto them, I've had to put one of the units onto that objective because it is a mission with 2 or more to get 5 points.
Which is awful.
Which is awful and very important because you do want to score those primary points. In the command phase, I did give Chapter Master and put that on the sword doctrine to ones on the right with the sergeant in them. These guys have moved up and are doing Octaris data, so they're doing an action. They will not be able to do anything this turn. And then on this side, I've got the Impulsor moving up and then advancing and roll a 6. I got +1. So he's moved on to that table quarter. And yeah, I now have models on all table quarters, which is a good thing. Okay, and lastly, Forlorn Fury on the Death Company.
It was
Watch them
big
bounce.
2CP. Yeah, they're going to bounce.
Watch them bounce like they always do. But yeah.
Remember, you're winning me on 3s.
I know.
You don't want to
I can't move on 2s.
So,
but yeah, I think this is the way you use them, right? They bounce, they try and kill stuff. If not, basically they're dead. And we spent a lot of points on something that is really useful, not unuseful.
Yes.
So we're going to go straight onto the shooting phase because there's not a lot of shooting. It's just these guys and a couple of units on that side. The rest are either doing an action or not in range.
I mean, you can spend 2 CP to shoot these guys.
No, well, thank you. No, I've just got 3 CP left. So, okay, so we're going to go with the Death Company. Everything's going to shoot at the Blade Guard. So we've got 3 pistols first. That's the 2 hits and no wounds. And then we have a Infernal Pistol going in. It's a hit and there's a wound.
Okay, here we go. Is this a D6 plus 2 as well?
D6 plus 2.
So 4 ups.
That's a 4. Perfect. Okay, then we move on to this side here. I've got 5 Blade Guards firing their pistols, the heavy pistols, into the, not infiltrators, they are incursors. Okay, so hitting on 3s, wounding on 4s, 1 wound.
AP -1?
-1, yes.
So
Standard
this is
-1.
now a 4 up.
It's a pass, roll of a 5 there. And then we go into this Impulsor. So we've got 3 shots from the Heavy Stabber. I believe it's 3 shots, the Heavy Stabber. 4 shots. Okay, hitting on 3s.
Now, this might change for you. They are in line of sight of the Eradicators in case you want to fire your missiles.
Can they see them? Yeah, the problem is it's a -1 from this, right?
Also, should we just clear this up now regarding the whole Black Templar thing?
Yes.
So, with the vow that I've taken, we don't benefit from cover.
Yes.
However, we've been discussing this, and the way that we think it makes sense is that the -1 to shoot through is a terrain feature.
Yes, exactly.
It's something that's innate to the terrain as opposed to a benefit that I get.
So we are going to have the -1. It would be a bonus to you, whilst it shouldn't be. It should be a negative. So I'm sure it's not done that and will be FAQ'd very soon. So that's 2 hits, 1 wound. So
-2 right now.
-2, yes, because we're in the heavy.
5 ups.
That's a 2. Wound. Okay, 1 wound. Then we've got Storm Bolters, so 4 and 4. That's 8 shots. Hitting on 3s. That's 2 misses. And wounding on 4s. 2 wounds, no minus.
No minus, so 3 ups.
Okay. Both safe.
I'm there.
And then we've got the missile. I'll go with the D3 shots.
Okay.
Is just 1 shot. It's a hit. It's a wound.
Okay, AP
-2.
-2.
Yeah,
so we're up to 5 ups now.
Okay. Okay, so 1 is dead.
Moved.
Perfect. Okay, and that is my shooting phase. Nothing else to shoot. Remember that these guys over there will be doing an action. So yeah, we'll come back for the charge phase coming up next. Okay, we're back. I was pre-measuring a bit just to see where the Death Company could go. I'm going to roll. I've already moved them because I can't fail, but that's a 12. And what I've done is I've actually charged them into just the Terminators. I can be away from the Blade Guard. I don't want both units charging me.
Which is the correct.
Because I have a chance of maybe killing a couple of Terminators. With a really good lucky roll, I can kill them all.
Really lucky roll.
At least there's just 1 unit attacking me back. So yeah, that's the charge. Let's prepare some dice and go into the fight phase coming up next. Okay, starting off with the chainswords. So here we go, hitting on 3s. Okay, remove these, and then wounding on normally on 4s. So 3s, because you do have a little transhumant, but it's just on 2s. So wounding on 3s. Ooh, that's not bad. One strike. So 2, 4, 6, 7, 8. 8 wounds.
So it's only -1.
Only -1s, yeah. So you do have 2 up saves.
Okay, so there are 2 up saves. I will just roll these over here right now.
Okay. Looking for 1s.
Ooh.
Okay, so 2 1s. Do you want to reroll any of those to try and keep one a bit more survive? Or do you want to...
I think I've got 6 plus feel no pains as well, but we'll spend a CP for 1, yeah. Okay.
Perfect, so 1 goes through. Now you roll for the 6 up.
We need this again.
No, okay, so 1 wound dealt. Next up, we've got the Thunder Hammers going in, so -1 to hit. These are hits on 4s. Okay, that's 50-50. And should be 2s, but back to 3s. Okay, so 2 go through.
Okay, these are -2?
-2, yes.
So these are 3 ups now.
Okay.
It's fine.
And then we've got the the Power Fist. Hitting on 4s.
Is the Power Fist the Sergeant or...?
No, there's no Sergeant in these. They're all the same. Just 1 wound.
Wow. Do you want to see one of those?
No.
Okay. So this is AP3.
Yes.
So this is a 4 up.
Perfect. So all done. And yeah, this is why you never take Death Company, because they just bounce off and you spend so much points. Yeah. So let's get William to get some dice ready and let those Thunder Hammers smash some face. Okay, we're back. Terminator time now. You are spending SCP for Fury the First.
Yep.
To basically hit on back to 3s.
Back to 3s, yeah. Perfect. We only get 4 in combat right now because the 5th one's just straggling at the back of there. So we'll come over here to roll this.
Yep.
So here we go. 3s. Wow.
No rerolls.
No rerolls. Okay. No captains, no chapter masters. These are toughness 4, right?
Toughness 4, yes, sir.
So we need 2s. Okay, that's also not great.
Okay, so 3, 4, 5 at -2.
Yep.
Okay, so 5 ups. Okay, 2 plus, and then damage is 3 each,
3
right?
each, correct, yeah.
So 3, 3, and 3. Okay, 1 at a time. That's 1 dead. That's 2 deads. And 3 deads. And that, by the way, was the feel no pain they have normally. So what I'll do is I'll take these 3, which are the ones that I play a bit more or less. Yeah, your rolling was bad, but yeah, like I said at the beginning, I don't want them in the list at the moment, but I am waiting for some reserves to come in. And that's it. That's my turn 1. A lot of movement. I have got some points at least for engage all fronts.
Not to mention, you've closed the board in a little bit.
I've closed the board, yeah. Bit of board control. I've terraced data at least once already. So yeah, let's see how the Black Templar do. Turn 1 coming up next. Just quickly back before we go on to William's movement, I do need to do a leadership on those Death Company. Another of the negatives that they bring. Leadership 7, I've lost 3. Let's see how this goes. 4, 5, 6, 7. So that's perfectly fine. Yeah. So yeah, I thought I was gonna. Some of them would have run away.
How are they leadership 7?
I know they should just be fearless.
Yeah,
they're just too crazy to think about falling back.
They can't fall back, but they're also leadership 7.
I know.
It's ridiculous.
Silly. Okay, so here we go. Back onto movement. We're back. End of the movement for the Black Templars on this turn 1. A lot of movement. A lot of trying to get as much board control as well. I guess as much as because you need to stop that on my side.
If you look at the middle, it just looks like I've shuffled around, which I have.
Yes, you have.
The important moves have been on the flanks. Really.
Yeah, and it does look like there's no Blood Angels because the Death Company are black. But yeah, I did survive with 3. So first of all, we're going to do the litanies on camera. Obviously, they should be before the movement. Yeah. But we like you guys to see what the litanies are and obviously explain some of them as well. Correct. So let's go through that first. So who's going to start that first?
So we're going to start with the Chaplain on bike that's back there.
Okay,
right?
Yeah, perfect.
So he's going to go for just the basic Litany of Hate.
Okay.
Which becomes a 6-inch aura of reroll hits
for
all core character, right? Mm-hmm. So this is on the 3+.
Okay. That's a plus.
Cool, that's fine.
All right. Then we go on to Grimaldus.
We go on to Grimaldus next.
Okay.
Correct. So he's going to do, this is going to be really overkill, but I just want to use him. I want to have a good time.
Okay.
So we're going to go for Fires of Devotion first, which is +1 attack to when you get charged or heroically intervene.
For him?
No, onto a Koro character.
Okay. So
and that's going to be on the Emperor's Champion.
Emperor's Champion.
Now, he gets these off on a 2+.
Okay.
Because one of his Cenobite Servitors adds 1 to his results.
Okay.
So that goes off.
That's a 5, and then one more from him.
And then we're going to do Litany of Divine Protection onto the Blade Guard over there.
Okay, which is Feel No Pain?
5 plus Feel No Pain.
5 no plus. So
same thing, 2 up.
Perfect. Okay, and you also have the relic to give someone the Assault Doctrine.
Correct, yeah. So I've got the Crusader Helm,
yes,
which allows me to put 1 unit into the Assault Doctrine.
Okay.
I've chosen the Blade Guard for this now,
okay,
because you can't do characters; it's only core.
Yes.
So I just put
you were thinking about doing it on the Emperor's Champion, but then
we
obviously in the new with all the new stuff, we're not allowing onto certain characters. Perfect. Also, as well, 1 CP spent.
1 CP spent for Wisdom of the Ancients.
Wisdom of the Ancients to reroll hits.
I've gone for reroll hits. I've gone for reroll hits.
Reroll ones to hits.
Correct.
Perfect. And then movement-wise, we've got these Vanguard veterans moving up onto the Impulsor. Everything that was in this corner, including the other unit of Vanguard veterans, has moved up into this Impulsor now. So probably won't see an Impulsor next turn.
I don't think so.
We've got one of the Dreadnoughts moving up, getting line of sight onto the Intercessors up front. Bit of shuffling, like William said. And then we've got the 2 heavy hitters. We've got the other Dreadnoughts and the Eradicators now moving up onto the terrain, so it's no longer obscuring from them, and get line of sight onto this unit of Vanguard veterans.
And also we had the Assault Intercessors shuffle into the onto the objective over there.
Yeah.
And the Incursors just moved up a little bit.
Moved up, yeah. You were thinking about advancing up, but after measuring, you needed a 5 with advance.
It's a 5 with a reroll, which
reroll because of
Black Templars. You can
you still get it.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that would have got me onto that objective, which would have basically scored me Stranglehold straight away.
Yes.
But I think this is a safer and a smarter play as well, because if I get rid of Blade Guard...
Yeah, at least 1 or 2, and as well, at the same time, you can shoot at them as well.
Exactly.
So, let's see what happens.
Let's see what would have happened if I had made the advance, because this is always great.
1,
get to reroll this.
Into a 2. Okay, so smart move.
Thank you very much, Pardo.
Okay, so that's the end of the movement phase. We've seen the litanies. Let's go on to some shooting coming up next. Okay, on to the shooting phase. We're going to start with this Redemptor Dreadnought firing everything onto this Blade Guard, which they can count. Now, something I missed was that you did heal one of the...
Brought the Terminator back to full wounds with the Apothecary.
Exactly.
He had taken 1.
Yes, exactly. Crazy.
It was great.
Okay, that's a 6-man unit of Death Company taking 1 wound. Well done, Blood Angels. Okay, so we're going to start now. I was contemplating on giving Transhuman to them, but I'm not going to give it to them. I'm probably going to give it to that unit there. And William has already taken 1 CP off, so I'm down to 2. Okay, so here we go. Let's start shooting into these Blade Guards.
So we'll do the big gun first, because everyone wants to see the big gun. So we are going to overcharge the plasma.
Yes, of course.
Because why wouldn't you? That's 3.
3 shots.
You are transhumaning them, correct?
Yes, I'm not transhuming these.
So I'm hitting on 3s, rerolling 1s, wounding on 2s.
Yeah, you would be going through this.
Right, yeah, so it's hitting on 4s then, right? So,
do you want to be cheeky?
I'm going to be really cheeky.
Okay, so he's got a 3, he's going to try and get a bit more than that. Oh, the dice gods have not been good to you this time. So 1 shot. Right. I'm happy about that.
4 ups.
That's a hit.
2 ups.
Yep, 2 ups. That's a wound. 4 up and vulnerable save is a 1. Now this automatically would kill 1, and what I'm going to do is, shall I reroll this a 4 up? No, I'll remove 1.
Okay. So we'll go on to the Storm Bolters next.
Yes, perfect.
So that's just 4 shots, right? Because I'm not
4 shots because you're not in rapid firing.
4s, rerolling 1s.
Okay.
It's 3, and now this is 4s again. Nothing there.
No wounds. Icarus Rocket Bolt, D3 shots.
3.
Is 2. It's 2 hits.
2 hits, and then these are strength 7, correct?
Strength 7, so 3 is 2 wounds. 2 wounds.
Minus 2.
Minus 2 on this turn, so I've got a 4 up again, yeah. Okay, 2 passes.
Alright, and now we have, it's 8 shots for the Gatling.
Okay, small Gatling coming up. Hitting on 4s again.
So 4s, rerolling 1s.
Okay, good stats, 2 misses.
And now these are strength 5.
Yep, so 4s, sorry, 3 is 2 wounds. Oh. Okay, 3 wounds at minus
2.
2 this time.
Yeah.
So 4 ups again. Okay, so 1 wound onto 1 of them.
Okay. So now they can't see anything there.
No.
So we'll just do the quick shots from here.
Yep, fair enough. So 2 shots each, so 6 shots coming up. Remember that 6s automatically wound the target.
No, I don't think they do that.
They don't do these? What do these do?
These ones ignore the benefits of cover.
Okay,
with fair enough. Omniscopes or whatever they're called.
Okay.
These are 3s.
Oh. Okay, I think they're far too close.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. And now 4s.
4s, 2 wounds. Okay,
2 saves, no AP.
No AP, so 2 ups. He's down to two wounds, no? So he would be down to 1. I won't be re-rolling. I need those CP. So unfair. He stays on 1.
All right.
Happy with that.
So that's done. We'll do the Eradicators next. It's the next unit in time.
So 3 Eradicators firing through into these.
Now, are these ones also firing through the -1?
Yes. They're actually in it, I would say. So I'll give it to you. Just hit on 3s.
Yeah, so 3 rolling 1s.
Okay.
Oh, no.
Okay, so 3
half
2s,
so far.
obviously.
And now 2s.
2s to 1, yes, sir. Okay, so 4 ups here. Okay, so 1 goes through and 1 goes splat. Yes,
just
it
about.
does. Okay, so
actually, you feel no pains.
Yes, I do. What damage is it?
2.
2 because you don't get the extra 2, right? So 6 ups. No, so 1 is dead, and I will remove one of the comforts, guys. So just remove this one at the very back. Okay, let's move on. So no shooting here, right? Because they're in combat, and obviously pistols can't be shot. So yeah, shall we do the other dreadnought now?
Yep, sounds good. So we'll start off with the plasma again.
Yes. It's a 1 and you can't re-roll, so 2 shots from a total of impossible 12.
It's alright, it happens, it happens.
It's alright.
So 3s.
It's a 1.
Okay, moving swift. I can't re-roll, I already
you already did.
We'll do Stone Bolters next.
Yes, everything's in range, guys. We've just measured and they
4 hits. These are 5s now.
Okay.
So nothing there.
Yeah.
We'll
do the 8 shots from the...
Yeah.
Rotator cannon, what is it called?
It's called Onslaught Gatling.
Onslaught Gatling.
So...
Okay, reroll that 1. It's a bit
Are you sure?
Yeah. Okay.
Never mind. A 1 is always a 1.
And
these are strength 5.
Toughness 5, so 4 is to wounds. And I have transhuman on them anyway.
Yeah. Guess what? You just wasted 1 CP.
Yeah, I have actually.
This is my trick all along.
Icarus rocket pods, D3 shots. Is the big 3. Hitting on 3s. 2 hits.
That's 2 hits.
4 to wounds.
3 is to 1, but it's 1. Oh, sorry, 4 to 1, yeah, of course. Yeah. So it's minus 2.
Minus 2. Goes through. T3 damage.
Come on. Never mind.
It's a 1
damage.
Okay, so you've got some wound markers there on the side. Just put 2 wounds remaining. Okay, so
on any guy in particular?
Just the one in front of the heavy bolter, so furthest to the back there, but not the heavy bolter. Perfect. Okay, so I'm happy with this shooting phase. Keep it up, William.
I'm not good at shooting, I'm just here to hit stuff.
Okay, so we've got a couple of bolter shots on these intercessors, so 5 shots from
5 here.
All hits.
Okay, good start.
Now they start hitting, right?
3 saves at -1.
Okay, do they have the heavy as well?
What's it? They're the heavy bolt pistols, yeah.
They are heavy as well? Yeah. Okay. So 2 wounds.
2 wounds.
And then we've got a crack grenade. Okay.
It hits.
Here's a hit, yeah.
5s.
Here's a wound.
Is this -1 or -2?
I think it's -1. No, it's a grenade in turn 1, so that goes through.
So it's D3 now?
D3, yeah. So it's
2 more.
So they've lost 4. It's lost 4 in total.
Okay.
What else have we got?
I think that's it.
That's it, because we did measure. They can't throw a grenade there, they're more than 6 inches away. And that is the end of the shooting phase. I did actually think I was going to lose much more. So I should have lost
I thought you were going to lose at least 2 blade guards.
Yeah, 2 blade guards and at least a couple of these heavy intercessors. But look, okay. I'm happy. I'm happy. I bounced with the death company, you bounced with the shooting phase.
For sure.
Let's go on to the charge phase coming up next. On to the charge phase. We're going to start off on this side. Obviously, he does want to try and box me in. So we're going to start with these guys and they're going to charge over, right? So we need a high roll here. That's enough. 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, so let's put a 7 there. Let's charge with these guys now. Need a 7 you need.
I think they need a 6 because...
Yeah, within the 6, but it wasn't. Yeah, so a 6. Perfect, that's a 7. And do they want to charge in?
Yeah, they need to as well. So I don't know what it is, but...
Probably a 5. Okay, so that's in. What we're going to do, we're going to move everybody in, see how it is, and then we'll go into other charges on the other side. We're back, all boxed in now, obviously because it can't disembark for here, obviously because this is a rock formation and unpassable, we're going to say, because it's very high rock formation. Okay, so we move on to this side. We've got some charging on this side, so this one's quite easy.
Yeah, so this is a multi-charge.
Basically can't fail. Yeah, you're charging into both. 5, 6, 7, 8. Perfect.
So we'll just basically be
both.
Tagging into both like this.
Okay, perfect.
Okay.
And then any more charges here? We've got the Emperor's Champion. Okay, so he can't fail. So I'm just going to move that.
He did it with a 6.
He's a 6, okay. And the Blade Guard going in as well?
Yeah, you know what? I'm actually going to charge the Blade Guard in.
Okay, yeah, might as well. You never know.
That's a 9.
How the dice will perform, and especially after that shooting phase.
It's mainly just to string them out a little bit.
Okay.
And to have Yeah, I'll rearrange that now anyways, but just to have them on this side because I'm pretty sure the Emperor Champion will kill them.
Okay, fair enough. So that's all the charges, right?
Yeah, that's everything.
Okay, let's go on to the fight phase coming up next. Into the fight phase we go. I do have 2 CP, so I could intervene, yeah. But Desperate Outbreak, Emergency Disembarkation is 1 CP, and that's much more important because I don't want my Blade Guard to be removed, so I probably won't be intervening, but I won't tell you. Maybe I will. Okay, so who are we going in first with then? In case I spend those 2 CP.
I mean, if you spend those 2 CP and you're down to 0, I don't even care.
I know.
So I'll go in with the Emperor Champion just because it's cool. It's the new toy.
Yes, let's see how he hits.
So I'm going to have a quick look at this because it's live.
Yeah.
Because I'm not too sure on the amount of attacks. I think it's 5 attacks.
Okay.
And then obviously goes up to 6 on the charge.
Yeah.
Here's his 5 attacks, 6 up on the charge, 7 because of Fire's a Devotion.
Okay.
So
7 attacks.
Big boy.
Okay, hitting on 2s, I believe.
He hits on 2s, but I'm going to go for
the heavy hit, right?
The thrusting strike, which is just so much cooler.
And it's -1 to hit?
-1 to hit, but it comes to 8 and -4 AP.
Okay, so go straight through.
So go straight through. And the 3 damage.
Yeah. Okay, so 7 attacks then, hitting on 3s, no rerolls.
Yeah,
full reroll.
I've got full rerolls because of the bike chaplain there, which is just touching in.
Yes.
7, perfect. There we go. So hitting on 3s.
Okay.
Rerolling all misses. Thank God for that.
Thanks to
the Emperor.
Yeah, but what's the litany called?
Oh, this is Litany of Hate.
Litany of Hate. Okay,
so that's everything.
And then 2s to wound.
And I was 2s to wound.
And that's him dead. Obviously, I do have my funeral pains, but let's quickly show you how dead they are. So that's 1 dead, 2 dead, 3 dead, and I still haven't rolled all my dice. So that's the Death Company dead. No need to attack with anything more. Obviously, the Blade Guard can move up to 6 inches now.
Correct.
So we can probably do that later on.
Yeah, we'll do
and I am not going to pay 2 CP, so you can go ahead and attack on this side. So you're going to go into the blade, all your attacks into blade? Oh no, obviously 1 can't, right?
I mean...
You need to be within an
inch. Yeah, because he couldn't pile in this way, right?
Yeah.
Or could he?
Yeah, he could.
I mean, if I do that, then there's no point in having done the charge.
I know.
But we'll do it. Why not?
Okay.
So we'll just move him up to there.
Yeah. So now, you're not going to be within an inch of him now. You're going to let me move?
Could I? I mean, no. I don't think I could. I don't think I could get in, right?
Yeah.
That would be the way that I'd be.
I think you're still okay. Half an inch up. Well, I don't know.
Should we measure it quickly?
Yeah, we'll measure it quickly and we'll catch you back in a second. Okay, we're back, and it is a legal move from William, so all of them will be in range to attack. Remember that these blades are -1. Let's see how they do. So, hitting on 3s.
Hitting on 3s.
Okay, and wounding on 4.
You see, we were just saying this. They used to auto wound on 6s.
I know, that would have been a good roll, yeah.
But now we are.
I guess they got the -1 AP. I don't think they had that before.
Right? I don't think they did. No.
Okay.
And now 4s.
4s to wound, yes sir. So 1, 2, 3, 4 wounds.
4 wounds.
Okay.
All right. These are
-1. So 3 ups.
3 ups.
Perfect. Oh, no. Okay. So now I strike back. I do have all my dice here ready. So
I'm going to spend a CP to transhuman.
Okay, fair enough. Hitting on 3s. Okay, take these 1s and 2s off. And wounding on 4s because of transhuman. Okay, so that's 5 wounds.
Okay.
Did you have a 5 up invulnerable save?
I do!
Okay.
Alright, we just need to make 2.
Yes. Okay, you make 4. That's very good. Okay,
no,
so...
I made 1. I have a 5 up invulnerable.
Ah, true. It's not a 4.
I mean, you want to give me a 4 up?
No, that's
happy
fine.
With a 4 up.
I'm happy with the 4 die.
So,
why is there 4? Did I kill one?
You killed 1.
To shooting last turn.
Yeah.
From the Impulsor.
Okay, that's really bad.
Yeah. So at least you had a roll.
Have I spent a CP for a reroll?
I don't think this turn. No.
Oh,
it would just do it.
Yeah, it would be really good if I could just keep them here.
Okay.
So why not?
Down 2.
It's for fun.
Down to 3.
Yeah, down to 3.
Okay.
Come on.
Looking for 5 up. No, that is a 2. So the unit is removed. I'm happy for that. I will pile in 3 inches just to get a bit closer to these assault intercessors. And now we go on to this side. So William, get some dice. Let's probably go with the Thunder Hammers.
Yeah, the Thunder Hammers should
to finish that off quickly. So what have they got? Three attacks each.
3 attacks each. So
that's because they charged, and then one of them, the sergeant, does have 4.
3, 4, and then we got
4 more.
Correct. Here we go.
Okay.
Here we go. So hitting on 4s.
Yes, sir.
Because they are thunder hammers.
Yep. Okay. And then wounding on 3s because of the strength 8s.
Okay, we should be able to get it down.
Yeah, you still have all the lightning balls and everything, but I just thought it was quicker to do this. Okay, I will use your dice. So
6.
-2 here. So 5 ups. And that's it. Dead. Does it explode? No, it doesn't. Okay, so now I will use 1 CP to emergency disembark 6 inches, and I do have to roll.
Can you move through? Because you can't. I don't think you can move through my units.
Yes, you can use for your unit.
But the thing is, I don't know if you can't end engagement range or you can't be in engagement range at any moment. This is the.
No, it's I just have to finish. I can move 6. I just can't finish within engagement range.
You can never move over units, for example.
Yeah, it does allow you with this one, with the strats.
Okay. Well,
so I do need to roll 5 dice anyway, and 1s and 2s they do go back home basically. Okay, so 1 is removed. Let's check that strat, double check it, and then I'll move the 6 inch. Okay, we're back. We checked, and yes, I was right. You can move over the models because it's not actually a movement or a disembark. It's just a placement of. You set them up. Yeah. So what William's done after is this unit of Vanguard veterans, which basically removed the model, the impulsor from play, has moved up towards the blade guard, and then these guys have moved a total of up to 6 inches that they can. So both units are now in combat with the blade guard. Now they can't attack, but I can attack back. So what I'm going to do is that this model has to go into the lightning claws. Is
that the sergeant or no?
No, the sergeant is there. So here we go. Let's go into the lightning claws first. That's 3 hits and wounding on 3. No, because 3 because I've got the plus 1. Yeah. So 2 wounds there.
Okay. 4 ups.
Okay. So 2 dead.
Love it.
And then all these will go into the Thunderhammers. Okay, not the best of rolls there at all. Wow, so 3, 6 fails there. And then 3s to wound is 3 wounds.
Okay, 3,
so 4 ups. Okay, so 2 more. So 4 are dead.
I'm not too mad about that, to be honest.
Yeah, a couple more would have been better, but you do attack first next turn, so
correct.
At least you've got one of the units to attack first. Perfect. So I think we got through turn 1 at least, William.
Correct.
Let's move on to turn 2 for the Blood Angels coming up next. And we're back. Movement over now for the Blood Angels. Again, more board control, more pressure onto the Black Templars, and it's actually quite cool to pin you in here.
Honestly,
yeah.
I was telling you right now when we cut off just to tell you to do your movement.
Bit confused with the new supplement.
I'm really confused because although the army hasn't changed a lot, the way that things intertwine with each other has changed a little bit.
Using stratagems like advance and charging, stuff like that.
It sucks.
Okay, let's see how it goes. So I'm going to go through my movement. First of all, before that, in the command phase, I gave Chapter Master rerolls to them, and I gave Chapter Master rerolls. Yeah, I gave Chapter Master rerolls to them, and they are also on the Assault Doctrine. And what else did I do? Okay, after the movement, he gave one of these guys back to life and actually placed him further up the field. A bit of shenanigans there for my charge to be shorter. We've got the Blade Guard moving up onto these intercessors. This impulsor moved up as well. We finally got onto this objective with the unit of heavy intercessors. Everybody jumping over this piece of terrain. Chapter Master and Pharisee Rab staying there to get out of movement, or trying at least to get off of movement. We've got the other intercessor squad shuffling up to get line of sight onto these assault intercessors on this side, and then from tactical reserve we've got the unit of eradicators who just about get line of sight onto the Dreadnought's fist. Yes, I am paying 2 CP, so when I shoot, just in case I forgot to mention, for them to shoot back on 3s after moving with a heavy weapon. And that's it. That is the end of my movement. Let's go on to the shooting phase coming up next. Starting off the shooting phase, we've got the Eradicators. I do want to start with the Eradicators and then going into this Dreadnought here. So they're hitting on 3s. That's 3 hits. And then they're wounding on 3s. That's 2 wounds. Ooh. So you do have a 5-up vulnerable save, which you wouldn't have had.
This is great.
Let's see how this goes. Okay, 2 misses.
How many more shots do they get?
Yeah, I would reroll another one because these don't have the +2 damage.
Okay, right, yes, that's what's
important.
Okay, yeah.
Because this is the multi-melter. Okay, so damage is 4 becomes a 3 and 1 becomes a 1. So 5.
4 in total.
Yes, 4 in total.
That's fine.
Okay, and then we've got 6 shots from the rest because they're all firing into the same target. Hitting on 3s, 3 misses. Didn't want that. And 3 wounds. Oh my god, just 1 goes through.
5 up.
5 up in one
for the Emperor.
It's a 6, so he does survive. Crazy. I hate eradicators when they don't perform.
Yeah.
Okay, so 4 Blade Guard before I forget, going into the unit of Thunderhammers.
Okay.
That's 2 hits. 1 wound.
This is -1 AP.
-1 AP, yes sir.
So
okay,
fine.
It's a pass. Then we're going to move on to the Heavy Intercessors. Can you check if they're within 15? Sorry,
some maybe.
15, 36. So 15, 16, 17,
oh,
18,
right.
yeah.
You should have a few within 18.
Is it 3?
The first 3 are within 18.
Okay,
yeah,
so 2, 4, 6.
I'll just double check the back one for you.
Yeah, I don't think he's in. Let's just do 1 shot.
Just out.
So hitting on 3s, wounding on 3s because they are strength 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 wounds. -1. Sorry, -2. We're in the
6 wounds, you said?
We're in the tactical doctrine.
6 wounds, right?
6 wounds, yes.
Alright, here we go.
-2.
So 5 ups.
Okay, so that's 2.5 dead.
Okay.
Okay, heavy bolter next. It did move, so it's hitting on 4s. That's 3 hits. 3s to wound. 3 wounds at -1.
Okay, 4 ups. Ooh,
okay, all passed, and these would be damaged too. So, how many left there?
It's 2.5.
2 and.
Did you just killed 2 off?
Yes.
And 1 took a wound, so.
Okay, but there should be 3 guys right there, or did 1 die from shooting before?
Yeah, 1, 2, 3.
Ah, okay, yeah, I couldn't see the one with the shoulder pad. Perfect. Okay, let's start with these. So I'm going to do a grenade and the pistol as well. Let's start with the relic pistol first. It's a hit, yes it is, and then it does go into the wound, which I've been forgetting about, but doesn't wound, and then we've got a grenade. Hitting on 3s, but I reroll because I'm chapter master. That's a hit, and that isn't a wound. Okay, these guys next, grenade into them.
Into who, sorry?
Into the Blade Guard, but it's failed anyway. Okay, what else have we got?
Does his pistol reach?
No, it's 6 inches.
Oh, okay.
They are doing deploy scramblers for my second, so I won't be able to shoot. Let's do 4 heavy pistol shots into the Sword Intercessors. That's 2 hits. And no wounds. And lastly, we've got the Impulsor firing all its shots into the Assault Intercessors again. So that's 4 misses. But 4 wounds.
Oh.
-1 this turn.
So 4 ups.
Yes, sir.
So that's 1 down.
Okay. We've got the heavy stabber. That's 2 hits. 1 wound. -1.
So
that's 1 wound. And then we're going to go for the D3 shots. Here's 2 shots. Hitting on 3s. Wounding on 3s. That's 2 wounds at -1.
That's 1 more goes through, so you kill the next guy.
Yes, because it's damage too.
Yeah. So, Sergeant.
Okay, perfect. That is all my shooting. The rest are either not in range or out of line of sight. So yeah, a bit of a shame that the Eradicators only did 5 wounds. 4 wounds. Ouch, ouch, ouch. I did need to take that Dreadnought off, but today was not the day. Let's go on to chargers coming up next. Into the charge phase. This unit first, charging the Blade Guards. Double 1, but I think they're in. Let's check if the 3 is in, because I do get a +1 from the 3 would be in because I do get +1. Let's go with these guys next. Now they are charging these Eradicators on this side. I'm now within 7 inches, so I do get a +1 for Blood Angels, and they're in. There's a 10.
That's nasty.
Okay, next up we have the Sanguinary Ancient, which I don't want to leave behind. I need an 8,
which became an 8.
No, I needed an 8, which became a 7. No.
Okay, I can't remember.
Okay, that's a 10 anyway, so no problems there. He's in there with the Teeth of Terror. Moving on to this side, we've got this Blade Guard unit going into those.
Yeah, just roll it.
Intercessors.
Roll a couple of models.
Okay, that's an 11, which is a 12 actually. And lastly, do I put? Oh, I can't put because the models obviously I can't fit the bases through. So yeah, that's the end of my charge phase. Let's put all
Nasty.
the molds in. Going into the fight phase coming up next. Okay, everything's moved in now. Now you do have 3 CP, which means that you can intervene, and you will. And another thing that's happened is the Emperor's Champion has heroic intervened up to, can up to do it up to 6, and it was just about in range. I couldn't escape him.
Basically, the decision that Pardo had to make here now was because when the Emperor's Champion is within engagement range of a character, he gains 5 first.
Yes.
Which means that he goes at the same time as charges.
Yeah.
So Pardo had to make a decision whether he wanted to do Sanguinary Priest into the Emperor's Champion, which then leaves me space to interrupt with the Blade Guard.
Yeah.
So I think he's going for the smarter option, which is going for the Blade Guard.
Yes, I think I should do that.
Even though, by the way, they are super, super buffed up right now.
Yeah, I know.
Like, I'll get into explaining it when we do the wounds.
Yeah,
because they are
I think
crazy.
it's now or never to try and take them down at least.
Correct.
Everything's piled in now. I still haven't piled into the Dreadnought, but to get the most attacks out of these guys, I will have to pile it into the Dreadnought. Obviously, they are down there, but I've just put them up there just so it's easier movement. So yeah, let's see how this goes. So we're going to do the Power Fists first.
Now, I have spent a CP for Transhuman.
Yes, Transhuman, and do you want to explain about your Sergeant again?
Okay, so
that missed the intro.
For those that missed the intro, firstly, naughty naughty.
Yes.
Secondly, I spent a pre-game CP on him for Champion of the Feast, which is a brand new Black Templar stratagem.
Yes.
Which gives him +1 weapon skill, 1 attack, and 1 wound.
Okay.
So he's up to 4 wounds now. On top of that, I spent 15 points, I think it was, to give him the Relic Bearer's ability, or well, new relic essentially for Black Templars, which gives him a -1 to damage.
Yes.
So it makes him a mini Dreadnought. On top of this, he's also got the 5+ Feel No Pain Litany on him.
Exactly.
So they are really tough.
They're really tough.
They're really
now,
tough.
After you explaining that, I think it's actually better for me to go with the Thunder Hammer because it's damage 2. It becomes damage 2.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
So I'm actually going to go with the Thunder Hammer first.
Yep.
So 3 attacks standard, 1 for charging, 1 for being an assault doctrine. Let's see how this goes. Hitting on 3s because I did hit with the Relic Pistol.
You did.
So here we go. Hitting on 3s. Re-rolling because I did Chapter Master them. Okay, so that's 4 hits.
And now you
4 wounds. 2 wounds.
Okay. So these are damage 2, correct?
Damage 3.
Well, damage 3 goes
comes
to 2.
down
So since I'm going to take them on the Sergeant, I'm going to roll the 2 at the same time.
Okay, yeah.
Because it can only, if I fail both, he'll die.
4 ups.
So he
one
survives.
goes through. Now you do have Feel No Pain as well.
Correct, yeah, I do. This also means that I have to carry on taking saves on him now.
Yes, exactly.
So this is damage 3 going down to 2.
Yeah.
So 5 ups.
2 5 ups.
Oh, no.
Survives them all.
Oh no, it begins.
Okay, so these are all the Power Fists. Let's do these quickly. So hitting on 3s. Re-rolling fully. Okay, all hits.
Okay.
And then Transhuman.
Yep.
So 4s. And 4s. Okay. Move all these. And then 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9 wounds. Now you need to carry on going on to the Sergeant now.
So I'll do the first 4 because they become damage 1.
Yep.
So
Perfect. So 4 ups.
So 4 ups.
Ooh, okay. So that was a bad roll, but you do have your Feel No Pain.
Feel No Pains. So
5 ups. Okay, so the Sergeant is now randomly dead now.
Right, okay.
Okay, and then you've got 5 more rolls to do at 4 ups. And these are damage 2.
5 more. So these are damage 2.
Yes.
Right. I'll just take them all together.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah, doesn't really matter. So 4 ups. Okay,
That's not great.
So that's 2 deaths. But they do have
They got the Feel No Pains?
Feel No Pain.
No, wait, they're 2 damage, right?
Damage 2.
They got a 3 wounds.
Yes. So you have 4.
I'm stupid, ignore me.
Yeah, so you have
So-
4 Feel No Pains.
Yeah, 4 Feel No Pains.
Yeah, so that twice. Each one.
All right,
You
yeah,
need
of
to
course.
pass two of these. So once the lives on 1 wound,
And now I
then
need
do it
to-
again, 4 more.
So only one's taking 1 wound right now, right?
Yes,
And I'll
yes.
resist again. Okay. I got you.
So 1's dead.
1 dice. Okay, that's actually not
So
bad.
2, the Sergeant, and 1 more dice.
But guess what, guys? You can bring the Sergeant back with all his relics and all his goodies.
I know.
So, yeah, he's going to be back to annoy people a little bit.
Okay, so are you going to intervene now for 2 CP?
I don't need to because the Emperor Champion has fight first.
Okay.
So-
So no, with any other, I mean.
No, I'll just go. I'll do Emperor Champion.
Okay, perfect.
So, because you're a character,
Yes, you get extra
Um,
buffs.
I get extra buffs. So we're 5 attacks base, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then we get +1 for Shock Assault for heroic intervening,
Exactly.
and then 1 more for fires a devotion, which is still on him.
Okay.
And now you do get that for getting charged, charging, or heroically intervening.
Much better.
What's your toughness 4, right?
Toughness 4, yeah.
So
and I don't have an invulnerable.
Oh, do you know? Well, I'm going for big swings here.
Okay,
so it's 3s. Since you're a character, I reroll all hits and wounds here.
Okay.
I think he might be going to sleep soon.
Okay,
that's
so
not bad.
Misses, and then choose to wound again.
Choose to wound with rerolls.
Yes.
I think he's dead.
Okay, so I do have some feel no pains. It's -4, right?
They're -4. They're 3 damage each, so that's 15.
Okay, so just roll some. That's him. That's him dead.
Oh, perfect.
Okay, so I carry on moving, right?
Yeah,
Let's do the rest. Okay, so these guys will pile in and do all the attacks into these eradicators here. So again, 3 attacks each. 3, 3, 3, and 3. And then 4 from the... Sorry. 3, 4... Yeah, 4 from the normal guy. Okay, so these are hitting on 4s. These are power fists. No rerolls here. And then wounding on 2s. No, wounding on 3s because you do have a little transhuman. So -2.
-2. So 5 ups.
Yes. Oh, stop this! Stop this! Okay,
I've become Shaggy. That's what it is.
3 6s, and then we do have the 3 attacks from the.
Oh, yeah, because now you've piled it, correct?
Yeah, from the power axe. There we got said in the end. 3 2 wounds. 2 wounds at -2, I believe, on the power axe.
I think it might be -1. We'll roll it anyway and see if it doesn't make a difference.
Okay, so that's a lot of 6s in a row.
These are going to get framed tonight.
Let's move on to these blade guard there, just below here. So they've got 3 attacks each, 4 for charging. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, and now one of them is the sergeant. Okay. Hitting on 3s. Miss, 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 miss.
And I'm wounding on 3s.
I'm wounding on 3s, yeah.
They might be very dead right now.
Okay. So 3 ups in these. Sorry, 5 ups.
5 ups.
Because you do have an
so how many is it, sorry?
3, 6, 8.
8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
And there's what? 2 left? 3 left?
7, 8.
3 left.
Right.
Okay, so 5 ups. So 1,
no,
2,
unfortunately.
3, 4. Even with a reroll, they're still dead.
That's unfortunate.
So that's quite good. Okay, let's move on to your first unit that hasn't charged.
Yeah.
Which would be one of these 2.
Correct.
So you can choose.
I'm going to go in for... You have no CP, so you can't transhuman either.
Nope.
I'm going to go in for the Thunderhammers.
Okay.
I'm feeling lucky.
Yes.
So this is the sergeant. This is one guy, and this is the next guy.
Yep.
So 4s...
Hitting on 4s, yes.
Hitting on 4s.
Okay, 50-50, it's not bad.
It's not the worst. It's a bad side of the 50-50.
And 2 to wound.
2 to wound.
Okay.
3 saves.
4 ups. 2 go through. So 2 are splats.
I like that.
Now it's my turn, so I would go with them. I'll go obviously into the lightning claws that haven't attacked yet.
Okay. So I'm assuming you're removing those 2 maybe? Or those 2?
I would remove those 2 because the sergeant is this one here. So I do want my 4 attacks. So you should have had 2 attacks each, right?
Yeah, I did 3 for the sergeant, 2 and 2.
Okay, you did that.
Yeah.
Okay, so 3 attacks and 4 attacks from the sergeant. Going into lightning claws. That 1 miss. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wounds. Just about to take DC. 4 ups. That's 3 dead. So that's that unit.
I could spend a really, really cheeky
CP. I don't think you have CP, right?
Yeah, I've got 2 left. I spent 1 for transhuman. I didn't have to intervene. Remember?
You didn't have to intervene.
Yes. What I am thinking is, if I just let that go and then we keep this as an ongoing combat.
Okay. It's up to you.
Because having 1 lightning claw is not going to do anything, right?
So there's no way to bring in any back as well. So
we'll get rid of them. It's fine.
So they're off, and then now it's your turn to attack with the rest. So remember, you do have your dreadnought here.
Also, you didn't kill any.
No, I did. Did I kill any?
You didn't kill any, right? I rolled.
No, you rolled
6 6s.
Okay. They're stuck in combat.
So I guess at this point it doesn't really matter. So I'm going to do the blade guard first.
Okay. Yeah.
Just because I've got a lot of attacks, and I think I can mow through these guys now.
Yeah, probably can.
So
especially without the sanguinary priest being there.
Oh yeah, for sure. So it's 4 attacks each because you charged me.
Okay.
It's 2, 3. That's all I've got left, right? Oh no, I lost 1 more guy.
No, you lost 2. The sergeant,
correct.
Which is this guy, and this guy, I would say.
Yeah. So keep me. Yeah. I'd like to stay like that then.
Okay.
Because I should be within 6 of the bike chaplain to get the reroll.
Yeah, it's definitely.
Okay. That's pretty much all.
Okay.
So 3's to hit.
Yep.
Good thing about reroll hits.
Wow.
Okay. 3 to hits. Okay, that's a little bit better, yeah. And these are strength 5 now.
Okay.
Because of the Mastercraft Power Swords. So, yeah, those are your saves.
All wounds. I'm going to use these. Yep. Just a bit quicker. 4 ups. So that's 4 deaths.
Okay.
So I'll leave the sergeant, which is at the back there, I think.
And are you... Okay. I'm not going to pile into you.
Okay.
I don't think there's a need. So that's fine there.
Okay.
And then...
now the Dreadnoughts.
Now the Dreadnought, yeah. And the Eradicators as well.
And the Eradicators. Do you want to do a Dreadnought?
I'll do the Dreadnought first, yeah. So that's 4 attacks, 5 attacks because you charge. No, you didn't charge him, so you piled in.
I think they have 5 attacks standard, don't they?
I'm pretty sure they're 4.
Shall we double check?
Yes,
double check. Yeah. Okay, we're back. It's 4 attacks, 1 4, not being charged.
Yeah,
so
not being charged. Just 4.
Okay.
This is the zone of power, so I'm going to roll all my dice here.
Okay, so...
Okay, so that's a bad start.
Didn't you have reroll 1s?
I do have reroll 1s, actually. You're very right. Oh, you should have told me that. And now this is 2s.
2 to 1.
That's 2.
Okay, 4 ups. Nope, that's 2 splats.
2 dead.
Okay,
it's not
let's
bad.
remove the guys in the back here.
I'll quickly do the Eradicators because I don't think they're going to do much.
Okay.
Can they all attack, or I'm not too sure?
Yeah, they can all attack for sure. Yeah.
So that's 1 guy, that's 2, and then the sergeant gets his 4 attacks.
Yeah.
So that should be 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay.
Yeah, perfect.
3s, rerolling 1s.
Okay.
1s for Wisdom of the Ancients. Okay.
Not bad. And now these are strength 4 to your toughness 4.
Yes.
So that's 1, 2, 3, 4 saves.
4 saves.
No AP.
No AP. So 2 ups.
Alright, they're all good there.
They're all good. Okay, so that is it. Any leadership tests? I've lost 2 there, so they're fine. You've lost 2 here, so that's fine. The Thunderhammers are fine.
Here?
Blade Guard are fine. I've lost 4 there.
So you fail on a 6?
Yep. Nope, that's fine. And my leadership is 8, right?
That's a sergeant, right?
Yes.
So it should be 9. I'm pretty sure veterans are always 9 on the sergeants.
Okay, we'll double check that. If not, he's basically dead. And we'll remove these intercessors in there. And that's about it. That's it. That's the end of my turn. Bloody turn. Let's go on to another bloody turn coming up next. End of the movement for the Black Templars here in turn 2. A lot happening. We're going to let William take us actually through what's actually happened. But before that, anything happened in the command phase?
I gained a CP.
You gained a CP, apart from that?
I gained 5 in primary.
Okay. And you did your litanies, which we'll do that
we're going to do the litanies on camera now.
Okay, so movement-wise, apart from... I know that the Emperor's Champion has moved now onto my Warlord. Obviously, the Blade Guard were out of coherency now here, so they've been able to move up. The Apothecary has revived one of the Blade Guard further up the field, and obviously it is the Sergeant with all the shenanigans on him.
I love it so much.
Bit of shuffling here with the Terminators, and both the Dreadnought and the Eradicators have stayed put in combat with use of this unit of Vanguard. Obviously, the Eradicators will just be able to put their pistols in, but the Dreadnought can fire all of its weapons.
Minus the macro.
Minus the macro, which is
Icarus?
blast. No,
yeah.
I don't. The Icarus is also blast. Yeah, that's
so
true.
I can't fire those 2, but I can fire everything else.
Is the Icarus? Is the Macroplasma blast? It is. Okay.
Pretty sure it is.
Okay, so the other Dreadnought has moved up now to get line of sight onto the Eradicators. He did have line of sight anyway, but he just wanted to apply a bit more pressure and get within range. Well, no, you actually.
I was in range, but I'd rather just move up the board than stay sedentary.
You do want to get forward control. These intercessors have fallen back, whilst those Vanguard veterans have stayed.
They've just moved back into the into that table quarter, so they can do retrieve data. So I bet my 4 points there.
Yeah.
So at least we're even on that right now.
Okay.
So that's good.
And nothing else, right?
That's
I actually knew what actually happened, so you didn't have to explain it.
Okay.
I've explained it already.
Good job.
Okay, so let's do the litanies now on camera.
So
what are you going to do?
First up, we're going to do Grimaldus' ones.
Okay.
So we're going to do Litany of Divine Protection.
Yeah.
Which we are... I was going to do them on the Blade God again, because it's just really busted with that, but I don't think I need to, because there's just no point. Okay. So I'm going to do it on the Emperor's Champion himself instead.
Perfect.
So
feel no pain.
2 up.
That's a 1. So fails and can't reroll.
That's fine. And now we're going to do Fires of Devotion on him, so that's +1 attack.
And that's a 6.
He's very angry.
Definitely a pass. Then we've got any more? We've got one more to do, right?
So now we're going to spend 2 CP for Bombastic. I don't know what the second word of this is.
The bombastic one.
The Mr. Bombastic one, Pardo's favorite one.
Which one does what?
So basically, this allows me to you get 1 litany off for free. and also lets me use another one. So this on a normal chaplain makes him a Master of Sanctity, essentially. It's really, really good. So the one I'm going to choose to get off automatically is Canticle of Hate.
Yeah, to reroll all.
No, add 2 to charges.
Add 2 to
And the one I'm going to roll for is Litany of Hate, which is the reroll.
All hits.
Which I get.
Perfect.
So
you're down to 1 CP?
I'm down to 1 CP now, which is kind of painful, but I don't need CP for charges.
Okay.
Because I reroll charges innately, so I think I'm okay. I think that's pretty good.
And with the extra 2, it's perfect. Okay, so that is the end of the movement phase. We've done all the canticles, everything, all the admin has been done. Let's move on to the shooting phase coming up. Okay, someone's excited. He's just remembered about his. What is it?
The Holy Orb.
The Holy Orb. So it doesn't say you have to. It doesn't say it's a grenade profile.
Yeah.
There's no grenade. There's no profile on it.
Exactly. Basically, it just says. In your shooting phase, once per battle, you roll a dice. On a 2+, you do D3 mortal wounds, and regardless of whether you hit or not, the unit that you targeted fights last.
Fights last after all eligible.
Because this thing doesn't have a profile or anything, you can advance and do this as well, which is pretty good.
Yeah.
So first up, the 2+.
2+. It's a hit. D3 mortal wounds. Is 2. Okay, so one's down to 1 wound. You want to put one of the wound markers before we forget, and then that unit strikes after all eligible units do so, which is good because they would have gone before you.
Exactly.
Okay.
Right.
So we're going to move on to the Dreadnought next, and he's going to fire into the Eradicator.
Everything's in range. He has moved, so I don't get the rapid fire anymore for the Stormbolters, but I don't mind too much about that. So we'll start off with the Stormbolters.
Okay.
It's not a great start. That's fine. Ah, there's one at -1.
-1. So that's a pass.
Perfect. We'll do the Onslaught Gatling next.
Okay.
These are just 1 damage weapons. So it's 2 misses, and now 4s to wound.
Yes, because of my toughness 5.
That's 3 at -1 again.
Okay, so 4 ups. 1 wound. So 1's down to 2.
We'll do the Icarus next.
Okay. T3 shots. Is 1 shot. Is it hits?
Hits.
27. So
no wound there. Macro. Do I gain any benefit from Supercharge? I don't think I do, right?
The damage would become
4? 3 or 4? One of the 2.
It's 3, right? I think overcharging becomes 3. I think it's normally 2.
It might do, which does make a big difference. Yeah. So I'll overcharge it.
Okay.
Oh.
What is it? 5.
I'll be rolling that one.
Yeah. So 3 hits.
Do I want to spend a CP to reroll 1?
You do have a CP left.
I do have a CP left.
Yeah. Do you want to clear them out?
I won't clear them out. I know that for sure. But actually, no, it'll be fine. We'll save it for this if anything. Never mind.
So go straight through.
Go straight through.
Don't have a save. So damage 3. That's 3 dead.
Nice.
What we'll do is we'll leave the multi-melter that has the extra shots when they fire into one target.
Yep.
Do you want to remove them before we forget?
Yeah,
just put them on the side. Put them into the void.
Into the void.
Yeah. And one of them was wounded, wasn't it? Which now doesn't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't matter because the damage would have been that one first.
That one.
That's fine.
Okay, so anything else?
Yeah.
We'll start shooting with these small arms.
We've got a little small arms
fire through here.
Actually, we're going to start off with the Dreadnought first.
Okay.
Right? There's a reason. There's a method to the madness, as they say.
Okay.
So we'll do the thing. That really important thing. Ah, yes, rapid fire. Stormbolters.
Okay.
So that's 3 misses. And now these are wounding you on 4s.
That's it.
So that's 2 at -1.
2 at -1. So 2 ups.
3 ups.
I'm in cover, right? In shooting? I think that's still.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
So
perfect.
It's 2 5s anyway. So that's fine.
Okay, and then we get 8 shots from the onslaught. So that's 5 plus 3 more.
Hitting -1 because it's a heavy.
Yeah, you're right. So this is 4s. Okay, that's made 1 difference.
Okay.
And now 3s. That's 2.
2 wounds. Both passed.
Oh no. 3 bolt pistols from the Eradicators.
2 hits.
2 hits.
This is wet wounds.
2 wounds.
This is wet wounds.
2
oh fine, not this
no.
one.
Oh yes,
this
yes.
was
yes,
no
right.
minus. There.
No, it could have been 1 dead. Okay, that's perfectly fine.
So let's do a couple of shots from here.
Yeah, we've got small pot shots. We're going to do Grimaldus's pistol. I'm not supercharging this. I repeat, I'm not supercharging this.
Doesn't he have one of those rules which you can only do 1 mortal wound with?
No, he blows himself up.
Does he?
He blows himself up.
All these characters like with the plasma now have that sort of
No, he blows himself up. So we're going to go for a normal shot.
Yes.
So he hits.
Okay.
He wounds. This is a -2. Well, that's 1 wound.
But 1 wound. So down to 1 wound remaining.
Now we're going to do 4 shots from the rapid fire bolters.
From the bike, right?
Yep.
Okay. So Chaplain.
That's 2 saves at -1.
1 save, right?
Oh yeah, one save. Sorry.
One
Yeah.
save.
So that's fine. Okay.
Does he have a gun?
He has a bolt pistol. I'm pretty sure he has a normal bolt pistol. So that's a hit.
Okay.
That's a wound. I need to check if it's got -1 AP or not.
Okay, let's roll anyway.
Okay, never mind.
It's a 6.
It doesn't matter anymore.
Okay.
We're gonna do the
Terminators can't do anything.
They have no pistols.
Do they have?
They have nothing.
Okay, we've got the 2 pistols from the Apothecary.
He can only fire 1, right?
No, he can fire 2.
But one of them's like 3-inch range, though. I'm pretty
6, I think, right? So
we'll check that one and we'll get back to
check
that. Yeah.
Okay, we're back. We checked. It was only 3 inches. So we're firing the longer
Absolver
range,
one, yeah.
Absolver one. So hitting in 3s.
It's a hit.
And I think it's strength 5.
It is strength 5.
Okay. So it is a wound.
-1.
That is a 1.
Yeah.
And he is perished. Into the void he goes. The last of the Vanguard.
He put up a good fight, though. That's for sure.
He put in a good fight, yes.
So, I think this is the last of my shooting now.
Okay, we've got some heavy bolt
We've
pistols,
got heavy
right?
bolt pistols, 3 of them into there. Now,
Into the
I'm pretty
Maya
sure this one guy here is firing through this, so he gets a -1.
Okay.
So,
Yes.
so I'll do him separately. So 4 ups, nothing there.
Misses anyway.
And then the other 2.
Anyway.
2 hits.
1 hit. Sorry, 2 hits, yeah.
And 1 wound.
And wound.
-1.
That is a pass.
Yes, he's cool.
Perfect.
Perfect. All right. So I'm done with shooting now.
Yes.
Do you have any fight for shenanigans on this guy?
No, I don't.
Oh.
I don't.
Well, I'm gonna love
shall we
this.
quickly do the charges? We might as well, right?
For sure.
So he's basically in. Do you want to roll for it?
Yeah, I'll roll him. I might roll something really low. Like I'm pretty sure,
yeah,
okay,
he's
that's
in.
fine.
So he's up here. Let's make a little space there because it is quite cool in the epic, and I do want auto moment there in the middle. So if I survive, I do get it. If not, I do not get the extra 2 points. So nothing to move here. Now you do have to charge in here.
Yeah,
what do you need?
This
Now,
is
you do need to be within 1 inch, yeah, right?
2 inches.
Is it 2 inches?
Yes. It's only when you have a unit of more than whatever the big amount is that you need to have 2 models within the 2 inches. So this is a 6.
Yep.
It's just out of a 6, so it's a 6. I get a +2 because of the Canticle of 8.
So 4.
4.
Perfect. Go in.
Okay. So that's 1 charge. I'll just move him in.
Okay.
Sergeant in.
Yeah.
And the other one over here.
Okay.
Into there.
Okay. What do you need? The 10?
I think it's 10, going down to an 8.
Okay. Let's roll and see what happens. That's a 6.
I'll reroll this as Black Templars.
That's a 5, 6, 7, 8. So we do have to measure now.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's a 10.
I think it's maybe. Let's just measure live on camera.
Okay.
So you basically need, if you're a 10, just put it in under.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's fine.
Easily. So you need.
It's within a 10.
You would need a name, so a 7 would have been perfect. Okay, so we'll put the Terminators in, conga line in all the way back. And any more charges? No, right?
I don't think so. Oh, no, because we killed the Vanguard that was over here by himself.
Yes.
So there's nothing else to charge me.
Okay, so let's move these Terminators in and we'll get into fighting coming up next. Okay, all moved in now, and we've also piled in with the Terminators because I don't have CP to intervene, so they will be attacking more. So three Terminators have been able to get into combat with that extra movement. Blade Guard first, going into my Blade Guard. You've got the attacks ready.
Here we go, so 3s.
Okay, here we go. Hitting on 3s.
Well, that's very good, actually.
Okay, so 3 misses in total. And then wounding on
3s.
3s because of the strength 5.
That's not great, but that's not too bad.
Not bad. So that's 3, 4, 6?
6 in total, yeah.
Okay, let's get some rainbow dice. 6 rainbow dice. 4s. Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3 dead.
Oh, no, but this is 1 dead already, because 1 dead.
Yes, that's true. So 2 more dead, so 3 dead and 1's down to 1 wound.
Yeah.
So what's that? 1 left?
1 left on 1 wound.
Okay, do you want to quickly do the Terminators?
Yeah, I can do. It's the same 3, right, you said in?
Yes, 3 were in.
And the Sergeant is not in.
Okay.
So the Sergeant's back there.
Further back,
So
okay.
it's 1, 2, you've got 1 left, right?
Yes, do you want to use, what's it called?
Fury of the First. I'm gonna risk it.
Okay.
So 4s.
Okay.
Also, I realized one of the Blade Guard, which is the Sergeant, had an extra attack.
Because of the
Because of the
extra,
hunger
so
of the thing.
do that quickly.
And it also hits on 2s, so I should have done all of this again, but it doesn't matter. So that's 1. Nothing there, so it doesn't matter.
Okay. And these now wound on.
Yeah, was this a hit or not? No, this is the fail.
Yes.
Now these wound on 2s. That's
Okay.
4.
So 4. Only 1 left. So as soon as I fail one of these, the unit goes flat. And just about. Okay, so that unit is wiped out. Let's move on to what shall we move on to? So they're in combat.
I'll do the Apothecary.
Ah, yes, we'd have to mention that. So off camera, William forgot to mention that he did want to charge in with Apothecary, which is just underneath there, and he is now within range up onto this unit. So we're going to do the Apothecary that charged first.
I rolled 5. I don't know. Is that 5 attacks? I think it's 5 attacks. Right?
I think he's got 4 plus 1. Yeah,
okay,
that's fine.
So I was just rolling you without even noticing. That's 1.
I think he's actually got 3 attacks.
I will double check this for you then. Because
double check. It's 1 anyway. Let's roll. It's a plus.
No, it's 4.
Anyway.
It's 4.
It's 4. Okay. It's a plus anyway. So that's all your charging units going in first. Oh yes. We've left the best for last. So
the one that
Emperor's Champion in the middle of the battlefield. Everybody's looking. Don't get nervous. Into Chapter Master and Ferris Irab. Okay. So, here we go.
Same thing, 5 attacks, 6 for the charge, 7 for Fires of Devotion.
Okay.
We're going for the big swings.
Okay.
Because
now, Fires of Devotion is just... Do you always have to be within 6 inches?
No, you choose a unit within 6.
Choose a unit within 6.
They'll get it, yeah.
Okay.
But he's hitting on 3s, rerolling everything.
Okay.
Wounding on 3s as well.
Okay, 1 miss.
That's a good start for you.
And then wounding on
3s.
3s because of my toughness. Ooh.
Oh no!
Oh.
Okay, that's a lot better.
Okay,
so that's 5. 5 in total.
3, 4, 5.
Minus 4.
Minus 4. So 4 ups. Oh no!
That's
all missed.
15 damage.
That's him proper dead, and I don't have any CP to actually use to strike back. Yeah, I was opting to at least pass a couple. I did have to pass, not pass. Yeah, it's
basically
damage 3, right?
3 damage each.
Yeah, so more than 3 have to go through. It was quite difficult.
No,
okay.
So the second that 2 go through, he would have died.
Yeah, exactly.
But it's a lot.
Okay, so it's my turn now to strike.
No, it's not yet.
Ah, no, it's
because
not.
I made you fight last.
Yes, that's true. So you can go with them, but I can choose one of these guys. I mean, I can use.
Oh yeah, of course. Sorry, yeah.
So they're gonna go into the Eradicators. Yeah. So the sergeant has no. There's no sergeant.
Oh.
There's no sergeant, but they did get charged. So they do have 3 attacks.
I'm an idiot.
Yes.
I'm stupid.
For giving me that extra attack.
Okay, so what are you going into? Sorry.
These are the power fists going into the Eradicators.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine.
Hit.
3s.
I did charge as well.
Yeah, but I can't get wounded on 2s.
Oh yes, that's very true.
So it's 3.
4.
4. Minus 2.
Minus 2.
So 5s.
Yes. Damage 2 each, so that's 1 dead
each.
and 1's on 1 wound.
Yeah, I'm not within 6 inches to get the field.
No.
Oh yeah, I got the field of pain from the...
Yes, from the Litany, right?
No, from the Apothecary, who's literally in combat. Yeah. So that's 3 fails.
6 damage.
So I'll just roll it all together, because if I fail them...
Doesn't really matter.
It doesn't matter. They just...
Still the same spots.
So that's 1 dead and 1 survives and 1.
Okay.
So that's not too bad.
And then we've got the Power Axe. So 1 hit. No wounds.
Oh, okay.
Perfect. So now you can go ahead.
Okay.
To strike. Let's do these Vanguard veterans.
Yeah. So it's only these many attacks. There's 2 for each guy and then 3 for the sergeant.
Okay.
And this is not going to be great. That's not a good start. It's 50-50 again. And now 2s.
2's 2.
3.
3?
Yep.
Okay.
4
ups. No, that's them splats. So the last 2 are wiped out. And now we move back onto here. We've got the Dreadnought still and the Eradicators. 2 of the Eradicators to strike back. So let's do that.
I will be piling in here as well, so you get to attack me back there.
Okay, with the Eradicator.
With the Eradicator, yeah. I'll do the Dreadnought first.
Yep, 5 attacks?
4.
4 attacks.
So that's 3. And now 2s.
3 wounds.
There you go.
4 ups. All passed again.
No. Wait, no. These are like minus 1,000,000.
Yeah, but...
Oh, wait, yeah, of course. Yeah, sorry. Ignore me.
Okay, so I believe that's it.
The Eradicators can swing.
Sorry, which ones?
My Eradicators.
Oh, yes, and my Eradicator on that side, which isn't the Sergeant. 1 hit. 1 wound.
2 up.
Passed. And now
mine.
Your 2 Eradicators.
So my Sergeant and my normal guy.
Okay.
Oh, no. It continues. 2 saves. No minus.
2 ups.
Okay, you're good to go.
Okay, and I believe that finishes off the turn.
Yeah.
Okay, there's a lot of dead things still to remove. Everything's not here. So let's remove the dead pile and go on to turn 3. See how many points I can get. It's not looking good. It's looking grim.
It's looking tough.
But let's see how it goes. Okay, we're back. A quick movement phase for myself. Impulsive State Port. Nowhere really to go with him. We've got the 2 units on key objectives. gaining me 5 points with my primary, so I don't want to move them either. These guys are stuck in combat where they want to be, really.
Yeah.
So they've stayed put. I do want to get some points for Oath at the moment. Still tricky, I'm still in the lead, but it's not looking good. And now I wanted to move full back with this Eradicator. Now you are using one of the new strats.
Yeah, so it's not much a new one, it's a chain strat. Right? So before this was the good old Tenacious Assault, 2 CP, an infantry model in your army can stop another infantry unit from falling back on 2+.
Okay.
Now it's 1 CP and it's on a 4+ instead. So I think it's better though, because it's only 1 CP, and in situations like this I can use it.
Exactly.
And I'd rather just showcase new stuff.
So on a 4+.
On a 4+, can't fall back.
Okay, so I can't fall back.
That's quite big.
Okay, so that means that these guys now cannot shoot at anything. They can just shoot at these characters here, or your Emperor's champion there. Okay, with that said, we're going to go straight on to shooting because there's not a lot to do. I'm going to start with the bolt pistol from the Eradicator before
I forget. Now, are you going into the Assault Doctrine?
Yes,
okay.
Yes. So I've missed with first shots.
Well, do you want to go into the Assault Doctrine?
Yes.
Because the last thing that you have, these guys are all shooting.
Yeah.
And they're all rapid fire. So they.
I just want to get the extra. Well, I don't because I have charged already. So yeah, I'll stay in the tactical. Okay, so heavy intercessors first.
Yep.
Firing into the Emperor's champion. Okay.
Okay, that's not bad.
Strength 5, so 3 wounds.
Okay.
That's 4 wounds.
4 wounds. I don't get the benefit of cover here.
No.
So you're -2?
-2 this time.
So these are 4-ups.
Okay.
So take 2 saves. Okay. 2 wounds.
And then the heavy bolter.
Might kill him though.
3 hits.
Oh no.
I'll re-roll this one with my free CP.
Ooh.
Into 3 wounds.
Okay.
-1.
Only -1. So it's 3 ups.
Yeah.
Oh, he's dead!
Wow, the Emperor's champion is slain from shooting.
I think he's done a good job.
He's done a good job. He's taken the Chapter Master out.
He took the Chapter Master out. He took out some he took out the Sanguinary priest.
He did.
He's basically done what an Emperor's champion is meant to do.
Perfect. And now died from shooting.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Okay, next up, what I'm going to do is I'm going to fire with these guys into Grimaldus here.
Okay.
So...
is he... Oh, yeah, of course you can, because there's no characters.
There's no characters, and he's not within 3 inches. Oh, but this is a unit, right?
Yeah, but...
So he is within 3... Ah, no, but he's still closer than...
No, but they might be
he's not within... I don't know now.
We'll check if he's within 3, because if he's not within 3, then none of this matters.
Yeah, I don't know how that works, because that's a unit now.
Yeah,
so
they're all characters, right?
Yeah.
Actually, wait, no. This is how we're going to do it. Because since you didn't take assassination
because of
that other character thing, they're not characters, so we're not measuring from him.
Okay, so let's do the normal shots then. Yeah, comment below, let us know what you would have done in this scenario, but I think this is the best option. So
it's the most fair one.
Exactly. Hitting on 3s. 4 misses. But 4 wounds.
Right, now...
How many wounds does Grimaldus have now? 5?
5. Okay. You've done 4 wounds, right?
Yes.
So I'm going to take these on the...
smaller kids.
I think we should have done these 1 by 1, or at least 3 at a time, and then the last one. Well, you rolled like, what was it, a 4, 5, 6, and a 3?
Yes.
So we'll just say like this were the wounds that went first, because the servitors are toughness 3.
Okay.
Oh, well, you're strength 5, right?
Strength 5.
Doesn't matter anyways.
So
okay.
matter, yeah.
So we'll do these 1 at a time. These are -1.
-1.
So these are for the 3 servitors first.
Okay. What save is it?
They have a 5+, basically.
Okay.
So that's 3 dead.
So these are dead, right?
Yep. And now Grimaldus, which has a 4-up. He's fine.
Passed. And then the heavy bolter?
Yep. Well, I get the feel no pains, by the way, before, so we'll just see. No, it doesn't make a difference.
Okay.
Okay.
So 3 hits with the heavy bolter, 2 wounds with the heavy bolter.
Ooh. So this is -1?
-1, sir.
4-ups.
Perfect.
He's fine.
He survives. Clearly survives. Okay, next up, we're going to do this impulsor. It's going to fire into the... into the blade guard, I guess.
Oh, are you sure?
Yeah, I know it's... there's no point, and like, there's nothing I can really kill. I can maybe see Grimaldus. No, I can't, because that's obscuring terrain. So yeah, I'm just going to go into the blade guards. Okay. Not much I can do. So 4, 2, and an extra 2.
You know, Pardo, let's just take a moment to appreciate the fact that you used to forget that you had storm bolters on
yes, completely. I wouldn't even shoot them. So all these are hits. And 3 wounds, -1.
Yeah, -1. So these are 3-ups.
3-ups, yeah.
That's one wound. So that's I'll take it. I'll say I'll take it on the sergeant because I'll be taking it on the sergeant.
Okay.
So down to 3.
Down to 3. If I can find 3, there you go. Okay, we've got the heavy stabber. That's 3 hits. That's 3 wounds. -1.
So 3 ups. Oh, he's down to 1.
2.
No, I failed the Litany of Divine Protection.
Yeah, so he's down to 1.
He's down to 1 wound left.
Let's do a D3 rockets. Just 1. That's a hit. That is a wound.
Oh, AP.
-1.
So 3 up.
Perfect. Okay, nothing I can do there. He survives on 1 wound. We go straight into combat now.
Yep.
You strike first, sir.
I do. So I'm gonna do the Dreadnought first because at this rate, like we're not killing anything.
Exactly.
So I also forgot that I had Canticle of Hate up for rerolling hits before.
Okay.
So the Dreadnought will be in range for that, but I don't think anything else will.
Okay.
But it'll benefit the Dreadnought at least. So 3s.
Okay. Full house.
2s.
Choose 2 wounds. Now I constantly keep on saving these
Yeah.
wounds. This is when they die.
mind.
Told you, jinxed myself. That's the end of these Vanguard veterans. Now, I think I'm going to call it a game there. I needed those to survive. Because what will happen now is you will be scoring 15 points for your primary.
I'll probably kill this off as well.
You probably kill that, so you will get again your 3 points for kill more than me, plus 3 points for having more objectives than me.
Yeah, and then I'll also end up Octarius data with these guys.
Exactly. So you would kill him now in combat, moved up behind this Fortress of Redemption. Get another cover. Yeah, it's
I've got time to like even advance.
Yeah, there's no way. You don't even have to go towards my guys because you would win the game. So, friendly fist bump there. It's a win to the Imperium. Both Imperiums are very happy. And yeah, let's talk about it all. A lot of things to talk about. So let's talk about it all in the end of game conclusion coming up next. And we're back. A win to the new boys, the Black Templars. A great win as well. A lot of stuff still on the table. And yeah, just ruthless. And it's only been 3 turns as well, which is crazy to think about. We had an opening turn 1 and turn 2, which was so bloody. But that's what we like, especially the Blood Angels. Anyway, let's first of all talk about a bit about the Blood Angels and my side. And then we'll go on to the new boys later on. So, I think the problem is we spoke about this before we started playing. Like Blood Angels at the moment, when you bounce off, when you're not supposed to, it's just like it's basically game over. And we saw it again today. I bounced off a couple of times, and then suddenly they weren't there anymore. A key point on the game I think was those Eradicators.
Yeah,
spending 2 CP to hit on 3s. Not wounding at all. That Dreadnought even just wounded it quite badly would have been.
I mean, you did
better.
You did 4
damage. I didn't even bracket it, so it was quite bad. I think that was a big turning point. And then a couple of other stuff where your rolls were pretty hot, and I just couldn't go through you. And
we had a turn 1 where both of us really flubbed our rolls.
Yeah, you had a really bad shooting phase because you should have killed much more. And I just had a really bad.
But I kind of
phase in general.
I kind of just said like I was happy to wait for you to come and charge me.
Yeah.
After I killed off an Impulsor and the Death Company, right?
Yes.
So I got 3 points for grinding down. I was happy with that. I didn't get Stranglehold or anything, but I was okay with that. And then I just waited for you to like move forward again with the Van Vets.
Yes.
And I knew you wanted to charge me, and I thought I was durable enough to hold the charge back at least for a turn, right? Yeah. So that's basically. I mean, that's what I've realized from this.
Something we've seen today is like the 5+ invulnerable throughout the army is amazing. The 2-up transhuman, the mini transhuman is good, especially against Blood Angels, because most of my units would be wounding on 2s, and they were now wounding on 3s because of that mini transhuman, and we saw it. But yeah, I think my game plan was a bit confusing. I think it was a difficult game to play on both sides because we're both aggressive. We both have hard-hitting units. Getting turn 1 as well was a bit difficult because you just have to go for it and move forward. So yeah, a bit confusing. I need to actually rewatch the game, which I will because I'm the one that edits, and see where it went wrong. But like we were talking about ITC and Blood Angels and how low they are, and yeah, they just don't have the oomph.
The thing is, the way that I look at it is that a lot of the other Marine armies have like toolkits, right? That they can do a lot of different things. Blood Angels do one thing, they do it well.
They charge and get a
that's
+1
the only thing. And if you bounce on that crucial turn where you charge, you have no gas left.
That's it, no gas, yeah. You just have to hit hard or go home, basically.
Yeah.
And I went home without hitting hard. So anyway, that's out for me. Let's talk about the new boys. Very interesting game. We've seen a lot of potential, which we know they have already. And this isn't an optimized list either.
No,
it can get much better, but we did see the good things. We saw a couple of good stratagems come in play. Yeah, we saw the litanies come in play, which were really good. The 5-up invulnerable in a couple of key moments. And again, back to that little transhuman helping out specifically about blood angels. I don't know if it will be as much used with armor armies, but I mean, it's good.
It's good because it works in shooting as well. So
exactly.
Like, even if you're getting shot at by like strength 8 stuff, your toughness 4 guys do ignore that 2, which is pretty decent. For me, the standout of the book, and it's what people knew was going to be the standout from the beginning, was the Crux Obsidian, which is what I gave this the sergeant.
It's so good, especially with the Apothecary.
Along with Champion of the Feast.
Yeah.
You know, he's 4 wound, and I forgot that he was weapon skill 2, and then I had an extra attack.
Yeah.
But it's that extra wound. That extra wound gets you over those like damage thresholds.
Yes.
And you also get to them with damage 3 weapons because they become damage 2.
Yes.
So he dies a lot to damage 1 stuff because you can't reduce that, and you just pepper them. Then
doesn't it come down to damage 1?
If it's damage 2. Yeah, damage 2 will come to damage 1.
No, but isn't it always damage 1?
No. So that was the relic that was on the Chaplain.
Oh, okay.
The Chaplain who did nothing all game.
I remember about something like that.
Tännhauser's Bones makes all damage 1. It would have been cool to get him stuck in, but again, I always find myself using Chaplains as like a utility and like a support role.
A counter.
Yeah, they're always just there to give buffs and to, if they need to get stuck in, they would have.
Which they're good at.
But they're also good at because they're all damage 2 Crozius and strength 6 and stuff like
got
that.
A lot of attacks as well.
My MVPs are these 2 guys here. The Emperor's Champion, we worked out, he got back like 400 points.
Yeah,
between the Thunderhammer Death Company, the Chapter Master, Sanguinary Priest.
Yeah, he's a boss. Like anything he touches, especially if it's a character, is gonna die unless you have a really lucky day and have a lot of your saves. But yeah, at 100 points, you say
100 points.
100 points is
so good,
so cheap.
You know,
like you're paying for someone like Pedro Canto, which is not even a Primaris model. You're paying 150 points. I know he's a Chapter Master and he's got some other perks, but you know it's still 50 points more. 55 points, I believe it is.
Oh yeah, maybe.
So, so good. And then again, back to that little shenanigan with the Sergeant. We have spoken about it many times off camera where we could have put it into a Centurion because he has more.
Which is even better. Well, it's funnier.
I don't think
it's better. I think it's funnier though.
I think an Apothecary following Blade Guard.
No, for sure.
I think just that guy is so like we saw it in this game. Like Thunderhammer hit him, didn't kill him, killed him with the Power Fists. Then he just brought back 4 wounds.
You know, the fact that you can transhuman him, he's 4 wounds, he's -1 damage, and then you give him the 5+ Litany for Feel No Pains.
Yes, 4 up invulnerable to up save as well.
There's so many layers that you have to get through.
Yeah.
That if you find you'll kill him, but look what happened to Pardo. He killed him and he killed one of the Blade Guard, and then the next turn I went, yeah, cool, I'm just gonna res him.
Yeah.
There's a 3 model.
You just have to kill the full unit.
You have to kill the full unit, basically.
So good, yeah. And then those 5-up invulnerable saves on those dreadnoughts. With no need for Psychic Fortress, no need for Librarian, no tax and anything. Oh, it's amazing, and I can't wait to see actually what the good players and William himself will master with this.
This list, I came in telling Pardo that this list was just to try stuff out.
Yeah.
You know, I chose the strong stuff, but I also, you know, I didn't take a Chapter Master or a Captain.
Yeah.
I went 2 Chaplains. I went the Emperor's Champion.
Which you don't even need. I think that the Chaplains is the way to go.
Yeah, I mean,
buff units even more.
My rerolls, I want them in combat.
Yeah.
So the fact that I can do Litany of Hate, which is a 6-inch aura of full hit rerolls in combat, means that the one time I really want the rerolls, I'll have it.
Yeah.
The Chapter Master is nice for the Dreadnoughts, for the Eradicators, but this game, like, they bounced, and there will be times that they bounce. Yeah. So I don't see the value in like a Chapter Master that I used to. But when Helbrecht comes out, though, who's a beast on his own as well.
He has to come. Like Helbrecht and the Emperor's Champion in a battlefield, moving up towards you, that's going to be so scary. Anyway, we've enjoyed the game. Obviously, there's more content we have already planned out for this week. Another battle report against the Red Corsairs, which will be on SM+. So if you want to support the channel and at the same time view more content, view more Black Templar battle reports, check out smbattlereports.com. And yeah, thanks for tuning in. We'll catch you back in the next one.